did strike you with love?
Why are you love struck?
Did she not strike him with enough love? What are you? I don't understand. If I had married who I was thinking of marrying when I was 27, I would be like an alcoholic right now. I'll tell you that for nothing.
God, do it for your girl. Melinda cuts too.
Not like one of those ones that they post Binyash and Bible scripture. Not that came from.
Horny one.
Do apologize.
Look at her.
You know.
Just like somebody's dirty secretary. Look at.
Hola! Hi guys, welcome to episode 5 of OffAir with the Gbemi and the Toolz.
Let me just quickly tell you right now, before we go further, you need to like our video right there. Just click. Your hand will not pain you. Like. It's okay, just like it. And then we want you to subscribe as well, yes. Right?
You, come here. Come. You're watching us now. You're looking at my hair saying, oh my gosh, Toolz's hair so cute. You're looking at Gbemi's makeup saying, oh my gosh, Gbemi's makeup so cute. But, did you subscribe though? Did you? Fix it.
You know what? How about if we hit like 20,000 subscribers, we'll twerk for you.
Hey.
I'm not joking.
Let's run it.
Come on, man.
And then the crazy thing is, we now, so both of us can't twerk. We're now talking with our back.
We'll learn now. We'll learn.
You know, it reminds me when, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's not fair. So whatever. So remember when Crazy in Love came out, Beyonce, and then she had that, booty bounce thing. And I was still in the UKs then, and I go to these clubs with the girls.
Oh, and they'll be doing,
and they would just be twerking with their back. You just be like, you just see this. And I'm just like, it's booty bounce. You just see,
you're rude.
Just shaking the tailbone like.
You're rude.
But you know what? To be honest, everybody was having fun. It was all good. But has this ever happened to you? What? Like when you're out and about, you're at a party or something, and then somebody around you is dancing, but they can't dance, and it makes you lose your rhythm. And then you find, and they're like, so I have.
That means you can't dance.
No.
Somebody else is dancing can make you lose your rhythm
because they're dancing off beat. So you're watching them, and then the next thing you start dancing off beat as well. So I just so
it's
big shout out to my friends. They can't dance. They always make me like lose my rhythm, and I'm like, wait.
So can you dance? Are you saying you can dance? So you're a hot stepper.
Excuse me.
We'll get some music,
Excuse
please.
me.
Music.
No. We'll save that for 20,000 subscribers.
All right, cool. That's fine.
All right, let's get into this, shall we? So we were going to talk about this last week, but last week was quite a heavy episode,
we had a lot
of course,
stuff to talk about.
and there were some things that we both needed to get off our chests. There was this clip that I saw of this lady interviewing Pastor Ighodalo, and she basically was asking him when we can expect a woman in his life. And she said, this is something that most Nigerians most Nigerians.
Speak for yourself.
Just you, love. So if you're going to ask something like that, if you're going to ask such an insensitive and inappropriate question, I think, say it with your chest, are you asking for yourself or are you asking for your friend? I just thought it was
It was too soon.
It was too soon.
This man lost his wife last year.
Yeah.
I mean, memory is still fresh and everything. Why are you asking him when he's going to take your wife again?
Yeah.
I mean, and I like that he was gracious enough to answer politely.
He did very well.
He did very well.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a beat. He said, you know what, he gave her everything and he doesn't think that he has anything left to give anybody else. Yeah. But that question just made me cringe. And she was giggling to that. I was like, this is not funny. Yeah, this is not cute. Yeah, do not do this.
It was just in very, very bad taste. And I didn't know if you're doing personally, but I did see like a lot of people posted her because she was loved by a lot of people. And I just kind of felt like I needed to defend her memory, even though I didn't know her personally. So the craziest thing happened. I'd sent her a message about something, and I think it was around the time I had my first son. I sent her a message about something, and I just got so distracted. And then when she passed on, I just remembered that I sent her a message, and I just was like, okay, let me just remember exactly what I sent to her. And I went back and she replied, but I didn't see it. So I felt really sad about that. But anyways, I saw that and I was just shocked and appalled. I was like, this is disgusting. So yeah, please, if you're seasoned experts like myself,
you know,
and
myself,
Gbemi,
yes,
then you know.
16 years in the game, baby.
You know that you don't need to ask questions like that. It just was wrong.
So last week we talked about Bill Gates, and yes, you all now know how much it costs to choke me.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about choking this episode. But I was gonna say that there's even juicier girls. There are juicier.
What does it take to choke a baby like? Okay, sorry, go on.
Music is not in the stance for you, dear.
Listen, I think. Go on.
Anyway, so apparently this divorce has been in the works since 2019, and part of the reason why they're divorcing is because he was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and she was very uncomfortable with that relationship. That's one. But he's already. Epstein was basically. No. Apart from that, he was very close to a lot of people.
Yeah,
including President Donald Trump and so many
Prince
other.
Andrew.
Yeah, so many other prominent men. So I'm not surprised that.
So Bill Gates is a nasty freak.
I don't know if he. Now that's one word we don't know.
Allegedly a nasty freak.
Now number 2. Part of their deal is that he would take a vacation, I think once a year, with his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. He dated his ex-girlfriend for about 2 or 3 years before he got married to his wife. And this ex-girlfriend is also married, and her husband is also aware of the fact that his wife and Bill Gates, somebody else's husband, would take a vacation together at a little cottage. And I just wanted to know, I'm not judging anybody, and I've always said this thing, you know what, everybody's what works for you works for you. Everybody's marriage is different. Would that be something that you would like to do, or would you, if you wanted to take a weekend off every year with an ex, or your partner says, you know what, Tolu, I'd like to fly somewhere.
I think this whole thing, this whole divorce thing, could have been avoided if Melinda had her own little holidays. Because I feel that while Bill Gates was off with his ex, the ex's husband was probably off with somebody else, and Melinda was waiting at home.
I don't think so.
So I feel that, this is my theory.
I don't think so.
This is my theory. I thought about this, and my theory is maybe if she had somebody that she was going off, But so I saw this movie last week or so called Open.
Okay.
Open with Essence. Is it Essence
Atkins? Yeah.
And it's basically about an open marriage. So at the very beginning, she's married to this guy, and she catches him looking at other women. And growing up, her mom didn't have a great relationship with her dad, because he was always with other women and everything. And then she decided that, look, I'm not gonna let that affect my life. I'm not gonna be so obsessed with that person. So she now says to the guy, how about we have an open marriage? And of course he's like, what do you mean open marriage? Obviously, he agrees to it in the end. And the rules are, so they have rules. You can't be involved with anybody that you have a history with. You can only sleep with the person once. You have to tell the truth. You can't lie. So my guy is off doing his own thing. And he's going off with different women and everything. He was just having so much fun that even one woman came and said she was pregnant for him. And it turned out that, that wasn't the case. Now, Essence meets the guy. That's when everything became very uncomfortable.
Why?
Very uncomfortable. He
couldn't deal with it.
He could not deal with it. So it was okay for them to have an open marriage when he was doing whatever he wanted.
When it was one-sided.
Yes. So she now meets this guy. Well, the guy was, I think they went to school together. So he's now trying to say, but you broke the rules. This is somebody you have a history with. But the guy is he is so into her. And he gets so uncomfortable by it. This is the husband. The guy's a photographer. He goes to the guy's studio and he's like, I don't want you to see my wife anymore. And then the guy then says, if you know your wife like I know your wife, you know that she won't want that. Get out. So see, the thing is, when it's one-sided and when it's, in the guy's favor, it kind of works. But when, the woman starts saying, okay, you know what, let me get my peace, let me get my fun. No, it's not right, it's against the violence. Bullshit. Anyway, so I feel like if Melinda had her own little kille, like a Drake or something. You know what, Melinda.
I've seen pictures of this woman, and she just looks like a fun white girl. So
she needs. You know what she needs to do? she's on Twitter, right? Let me send her a tweet. You know what you need to do, Melinda? You need to get your girlfriends, me included, and just go to Vegas. Just fly us all to Vegas. You don't need to get me a visa. I'm fine. So fly us all to Vegas. We turn up and everything. I'll have fun for you. I'm gonna have fun for you.
Get out. I didn't visa, but hey.
But okay, jokes aside, I think sometimes relationships work, sometimes they don't work. God knows what else,
that they're not saying.
Yes. But the great thing is, apparently she rented like an island.
Yeah, to just be away from it all.
And I was like, wow. I was like,
where the money literally resides.
Where the billions reside. So, no. I
God, do it for your girl. Melinda, cut soup. Cut soup.
But to be honest, I wouldn't. I don't know anybody that would actually be comfortable with that. Even if I know that, they're just platonic friends. I don't know who would be comfortable with that.
You don't. You are in Lagos
with an open marriage.
No, I'm saying that for my circle, I don't know who would be open with it. Unless my friends have got something to tell me. Nobody's told me they're in an open marriage.
You'd be shocked.
Yeah,
and a lot of
times. But is it one-sided though?
I don't know. I don't know if she was going away on vacation with somebody else too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
wait, guys in the studio, would you be okay with an open marriage?
No, I'll just stay single.
You just stay single.
I won't be okay with an open marriage.
What if it was open? If it was an open marriage and it was to your advantage, and she kind of just said, "Okay, just do whatever you want to do. Don't embarrass me or whatever."
I guess I'll just stay single. Let us break up. Like, what's the point?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy?
Why would I have to do that?
Nigerian men are so funny. So this topic came up on Twitter the other day, and it was full blown, and it was because Nigerian men are the ones that would always be stepping out. They were always looking at Buki and Chalakwe and everybody else. But when you say that, you know what? I got eyes too. This nigga fine too. Me too, I'm trying to get some. Then he'll start with, no, but babe, I'm loyal. But babe, but you see. What stupid loyalty? This same Lagos man.
What is that? What is that saying? What is good for the goose is good for the Lagos gander. For the Lagos gander. So
Lagos, where the scandal resides.
So there's something that's trending in the UK now. It's like a program where they have this therapist, and so far I've only seen black couples. I've only seen black couples, and there's this couple where the girl's called Deborah.
Yeah.
And the guy's called, is it Jamal?
Yeah.
Jamal. And I watched it, and I have to say it was exhausting. It was absolutely exhausting. So the general gist is that she likes flashy things. She likes designer clothes. She likes going out to fancy places. There's somewhere that she mentioned.
Hakkasan?
Hakkasan and Sexy Fish.
The expensive restaurants.
I've been to Sexy Fish, and we went, one of my friends, it was her birthday. She was like, I want to go to Sexy Fish. And we went there. I saw the bill. So the idea is, you go out for dinner with your friend and everybody kind of pays and they don't pay. I was like, Killer J, what did we eat? It was like 400 and something. I was like, what the hell? And I still went home to eat because it was just little.
So all of a sudden they put drop.
Seriously. So these are expensive places, and her theory is, look, these are places that she used to go when she was single, and the lifestyle that she wants him to provide. This is a lifestyle that she had even before he came into picture. So she keeps on going on about how she wants him to get her expensive gifts, or she wants is it a Prada bucket hat or something?
Yeah, she said he got her a Gucci bag for her birthday, and the way she said it was like, it's been a long time, it was September. Anyway, and the next thing I want him to get is a Prada bucket bag, a bucket hat, or whatever. And then
don't forget, after she got the Gucci bag, she now wanted to go on holiday, and he's like, well, just 2
weeks
chill.
after.
Yeah, he's like,
she said, I want to go to Greece. Let's go to Greece. After 2 weeks after, and he was like,
So I think what I saw, again, I'm not a relationship expert because, I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. But I just felt like they were not really compatible because he kept on, he's 27, she's 24, and he kept on saying, oh, maybe it's her age, maybe it's her age. And I'm like, no, maybe it's her. There's some people that are just, that is what makes them happy. That is what makes them happy. Now, he is talking about the future. He's talking about, getting a house and everything.
Yeah.
And then she keeps on saying that, this is the lifestyle that she wants him to provide for her. So I had a few issues with that because I feel that if I want a bag, I'm going to get that bag. You know, obviously I will, if it's like, you know, expensive, I'll figure out how I'm going to save my money and get the bag. I would probably tell my husband about it, but I'm not going to just expect him, no, go and get me that bag. I want it. It's for me. So I'll tell you about it. If you want to get it to me, yeah, if you want to get it for me as a gift, cool. I'm not saying that, you know, when it comes to like my birthday or Valentine's Day, give me like a small, you know, like a written voucher, get a hug or some shit like that. No. You know the kind of person I was. But at the same time, I don't expect him to get everything for me. I'm not the kind of person that expects, I want to get new hair, I'm going to go and ask him for money. I want to get there. I have my own money. I find it's so important to me. I've said this several times. It's so important to me to have my own money. I don't like to be at the mercy of somebody else. I don't want to say, I can't do my hair today, I can't do my nails because, he hasn't given me money. Now, on the flip side, he knew who she was when
that's
they started
what she
dating.
kept saying. She kept saying he knew how I was when we first got together.
Yes.
I don't know why he wants me to change now. And that was my thing. Okay, so they both have a point.
Yeah,
the guy's 27. He said,
yeah,
he's saving towards a house. He said he has some projects he's working on. He's trying to save for the future. And she was rolling her eyes as he was talking because she kept saying, this is his excuse. I beg, like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. So on one hand, you're like, who's this spoiled brat? Who is this? This very materialistic girl? But then she said something. She said, when I was single, me and my girlfriends would go to these restaurants and we'll get all these things ourselves. This was my lifestyle, and he knew how I was, and he started out that way with me. Now he's trying to change. That this also meant, I mean, apart from him trying to change, let's also remember that people evolve and people do change. I mean, they were only together for a year or whatever. So I mean, but within that year, maybe his priorities change and he realized this happens to guys a lot. You know, when they start noticing that their friends are starting to get serious, starting to buy property or build or start a family, they start thinking along those lines as well. So maybe that's what he wanted to do. I personally feel that they should just break up because they want two different things entirely. She wants to be a baby girl,
yes,
and he wants to do other things. Exactly. So they're both not. The problem I have is that guys like trophies. A lot of guys have big eyes, and I'll explain. Nothing wrong with wanting an attractive partner, nothing wrong with wanting a partner that likes to look good, that you'll be proud of when you see them outside. But a lot of guys see a girl, you can already tell that this auntie is into labels. Gucci today, Hermes slippers,
she's doing unwrapping, unboxing, everything.
Hair from good hair. Like, do you understand? I'm just giving examples. Expensive things. So why do you now want to outdo her after you've seen that she wears Gucci, Prada, and YSL? Nothing wrong with Aldo, but they're two totally different price points. So if you know that that's the sort of person she is, check your pockets very well
and see if your pocket can survive.
If your pockets can survive, especially if you want to go long term.
Yes,
and then don't try and be complaining if that is the sort of person. Now, if she wasn't doing those things before, and all of a sudden she's asking for Gucci, Prada, YSL, then you can be like, madam.
Then you can be like, see your mouth like Gucci, see your mouth like Prada. But see, now this happens. This I've seen this happen like a few times. One of my good friends, she was when she met her husband. He met her when she's a social butterfly. She's a social butterfly. She likes to go out. She's always been like that. Everybody knows her. And then he obviously was attracted to her, was attracted to that. And then when they now got married, he kind of just wanted her not to do those things. He kind of wanted her to stay at home. He kind of wanted her like not
pancakes.
So for me, I'm like, if somebody is like that, and let's flip this as well. If you met the guy and he does not miss a Friday in the club,
turning up.
If that is his life, if he's one of those people that he's sick but he still makes it to a club on a Friday, then that's who the person is. So don't now expect them to just drastically change because you guys are in a serious relationship. I think that's one of the main issues, and one of the main issues with relationships. You kind of keep expecting the person to change. If that's who the person is, if they change of their own accord, fantastic. But you trying to make them change, it's gonna just just make you guys clash.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with the guy trying to build for the future, but you know what? They're not on the same wavelength anymore.
But wait a second. But then, you know, he walked off at some stage. Then I actually noticed that it looks like they have like serious issues with communication. And then, you know, the therapist kept asking, but what do those gifts mean to you? So, and she kept on saying, oh, my dad, you know, get me anything I wanted. He's take me anywhere. And I was thinking, okay, so she basically has now, I guess, confused, you know, getting gifts and everything as affection.
But that's her love language, receiving gifts.
Yeah, no, but but like I said, he met her like that. Yes. But and he keeps on saying she's 24, and I'm like, I think that's who she is, really. And she said that he met her on Instagram. If you met her on Instagram, and like I said before, every other day she's doing unboxing, she's doing unwrapping, she's doing this and everything, why do you now want to date her and just have her like not do all these things? Let her, you know. I think you're right. I think they're both very young, 24 and 27. You know, when I was 27, if I had married who I was thinking of marrying when I was 27, I would be like an alcoholic right now. I'll tell you that for nothing, you know. So you guys are young, 24. Were you thinking about getting married? Man, all I was thinking about is New York, you know, me and Jay-Z, and what's his club again? 40.
Yeah, it was a 40 club.
40 club. Me and my girls were like, okay, so you're gonna wear this, and today we're gonna meet Jay-Z. I promise you. So I didn't quite meet Jay-Z, but I did meet Mary J. Blige in toilets. And that was, you know, that was good.
You tell us that story one day.
All right. She was really nice though.
Okay, so now the second topic, or second couple rather, still based on this Blue Therapy show, was this girl called Chioma and the guy Paul. Apparently the guy is Yoruba. I don't know how true that is.
Oh, really?
But anyway,
why are you shaming us outside? Come on.
His issue was that Chioma she's a very pretty girl, very curvy. She's an influencer and she's frequently posts on social media. And he said that he didn't like the way she was carrying herself. His first issue was that she went out with her girlfriends and he saw like on her friends' stories that she was dancing, that she was practically twerking, and he didn't like that. He said this wasn't good for their brand, their image. And she said, "What brand?" He was like, no, that's disrespectful. That was one. She was like, I was not even twerking. Yes, I was bending my knees, but I wasn't twerking. That was one. Number two, he said, okay, also that she posted a nice picture, beautiful picture. People will comment as normal, and then guys will come and put love struck emojis there. And then what annoyed him was that she would go and like those comments and put thanks, hon. That he felt it was unnecessary, and sometimes he'd make her like delete those comments. Yeah. So she was very upset about that, like he was trying to be controlling about that aspect of her life. She said she had lost out on deals because of the way he behaves, because he's always so uptight about everything. And she was like, I met you on this very Instagram. I met you, you were always commenting on my page as well, and then all of a sudden now, and then she was like, oh, that they can even go out to dinner together or go out together. She'd wear a nice dress. He won't comment. He won't say anything. And then he would even help her take her picture. And then once she posts it, and people now start saying, oh, lovely dress, nice dress, you look beautiful. He would now say, oh, yes, nice dress. And she's like, no, that she wanted love. She wanted affection, and he wasn't giving that to her. And it was more, I think it was more of see finish because they also lived together.
Yeah.
But what interested me was the fact that he was so upset about social media. And I wanted to actually let's talk about it. Then there's an aspect about emojis.
Wait. Yeah. Let me. Okay, so I watched Deborah and Jamal, but every time I tried to watch Chioma and Paul, it was just so cringe. He was just so cringe because he just even.
The guy was a control freak. He was narcissistic.
Yes, he was. I'm trying to be better, you know. I'm trying to like be more spiritual and everything, but just his like when I saw his face, I was like, this one looks like he chats a lot of shit. This one looks like he chats a lot of shit, and I was right. So every time, and then what I didn't like was the fact that even the way I felt like. So he was talking down to her. He was talking down to her, and I felt I was really, really annoyed at that because she said several times, I love this man, and he just seemed to be, you know, his brand, whatever. So even though he was upset because she was out and, you know, possibly twerking, there was something that she said, because I would kind of just, you know, fast forward to, you know, Deborah and whatever and Jamal, and there was something that she said. She said something about like when he goes out, he has girls on his table and everything.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, so it's not okay for her to twerk, but it's okay for you to have girls on your table. So that was just BS. And she seems to be. I'm just hoping that she finds.
She's beautiful.
I hope that she finds somebody that, you know, because if somebody like that now, you might think that, okay, you're going to get married and it's going to get better. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And there were elements of him wanting to control her and everything. And, you know, all of that is just, how old are they?
And I didn't get to the point where they revealed age, but you could tell they were a little older than Deborah and Jamal. But I felt sorry for her. And I was just like, this guy is wild. In fact, he walked out of the session.
Yes, and then at the end, I caught the end where she was like, oh, I don't mind stroking his ego. I'm like, see, somebody like that. Do you remember there was this thing that was circulating on social media where they're like, oh, you cook and your husband's upset with you and he says he's not eating.
Bye.
I'd be like, okay.
Save it for another day.
Maybe he has a tummy ache. I'm just going to go ahead and eat the rest of this food. And, you know.
What are you supposed to do? Beg him?
So, see, the fact that he was upset because she was speaking her truth and he now walked off and then she now went to go and chase him like, babe. I'm like, no. See, once you start that, you're going to continue it. Once you start that and you now get married and he's now like, oh, I'm not eating. I'm not...
Yeah, no,
no, I beg. Anyways.
Yeah, no hungry. But let's get to this emoji situation. Now, this generation is probably the generation that, you know, has existed with the amount of technology and social media that we have. And social media does play a role in relationships. You know, people break up because of social media. Yeah. So I have to ask you, so for example, Instagram, let's say, I'll give you an example. So you're scrolling through Instagram and you see that Captain has liked someone's picture and then the person is not his relative, not your relative, and he has put love struck on it, or fire. Would you feel some type of way about that?
No.
You're a liar.
What I would do is I will assume that that's what we're doing now.
But
so I would then, every single person, every ex that I've had, even the one that I haven't spoken to in like a year or two, I'll just every single picture, you know. And then, you know, there are always people, and we talked about this before, even though we're married, they're always like, you know, hey, is everything okay? Yes, those ones. So I'm going to assume that that's what we're doing now. So I'm just going to do my own. So that's it.
I thought you said you don't care.
No, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I guess these are new rules. You know the way you have a phone and then it updates thingy. So I'll be like, okay, these are the updates. The updates of our rules and regulations.
So emojis do.
Of course,
yeah.
You know,
emojis do.
Is it the thirsty or?
That's that wet one.
You know what I'll do?
What the hell is that?
You know what I'll do? I'll just put like.
It's just water. Why y'all taking
whatever?
Awazi.
You know what I would do? The ex that I know that he absolutely hates. I'll just go on his page and put 20 eggplants.
Hey, what? So
because of love struck.
20. Let's scatter it now.
What are you? No, see, there's nothing wrong with liking a picture. Okay, what about fire emoji? I'm afraid the way Toolz is laughing.
Toolz says, wow.
I'm going to assume that you want there to be fire in the house. No, but I'm the kind of person, I will bring a bazooka to a fist fight.
Oh, gosh.
I will just, you know, I'm like, hey, if we want to do this,
let's do it.
You want to see craze? I will show you craze. What would you do? What would you do?
What is this? What is this? Like why?
Wait,
what
for love stroke?
Yes. What is striking you with love?
Why are you love struck?
Did she not strike him with enough love? What are you? I don't understand. Can you not see this? Is this not a specimen?
Please no. Like
no, why are you striking?
There's certain things you should not do on social media as someone who has a partner. Like, come on.
Does it really matter?
Okay.
See, as long as if
Awazi, won't you feel okay? I guess you're not the jealous type.
No,
that's
fine.
That. Like, no, okay. So if somebody else's man, you post a nice picture, somebody else's man puts eggplant, wet in your comments, which would be like
him.
Peaches.
I would delete him. But like I'm talking about like a love struck.
Like love struck. Why is he love
puts a love struck on my picture?
Why is he love? Why is it just?
The only time I will permit a love struck is if it's a Bible scripture. The person, and not like one of those ones that they post big nyash and Bible scripture. Not those ones.
No, but why are you a partnered person love struck by somebody else?
know, man.
It's just like you're fine. That's what.
Unless person is like some sort of,
reference.
Celebrity. Like you put Love Struck on Beyonce. Why you go to see Beyonce? Do you understand?
Fair play.
No problem. But if somebody, the regular person, and the person is not your friend, I can even fire emoji is not even so bad. Do you understand? Fire, okay, it's like maybe it's his friend that I know or whatever.
Yeah.
She's looking like
that's
fire
fine,
is not so bad. Babe, you're looking hot, no problem. But which one is Love Struck there?
Like I said before, what is striking with love?
Love Struck, tongue.
Tongue is suggested.
Do you want to die?
Like that one you kill him.
Yeah, water, be wet.
That one kill him.
Why? What are you doing? Even wink, self.
That's what I see. As our good
now.
friends, our good friends, before they went their separate ways, P square. If you do me, I do you. God no go vex.
Now the funny thing about men is that they can't take it.
They can't
take it.
That is
really
what.
cannot.
See, I find that with like the people that I've dated in my past and everything, when you have the conversation of why did you do this or something, then it's kind of like, oh gosh, this is nagging. So I don't like to waste my energy. I would rather sleep, but before I sleep, I'll put 20 eggplants on the last person I dated. I'll put 20 eggplants on their thing.
Because you wake up to one dirty blog saying Toolz, so and so person.
I'll just be like, oops, I sat on my phone.
No way.
I had to just say what I was going to say because I'm like, your big ass decided to pick the eggplant.
I was dancing on my phone.
And so emojis do matter. But these are, it seems trivial, but these are things that we actually need to discuss.
It's just really a case of what you can't take.
And at first glance, people feel like, oh, it's not just emoji.
It's not just emoji.
It's not just emoji.
Never just emoji.
Never.
See, the way if you don't think it's a big deal,
that's fine.
If you now posted a fire picture and somebody now came to put the exact same emojis, some guy that's not your husband came to put the exact same emojis under your picture, is he gonna be like, oh, thank you for liking my wife's picture? Of course he's gonna be like, who's that? Who's that motherfucker? Block him.
No. But for us, because we are in the public eye, we have fans. So you do get guys who just come and put Love Struck. You don't know the guy. You don't know. That's different. But
you know what my husband does though? Anybody that does that, he just comes to like the pictures in I've seen you. We've written down your name.
Oh, wow.
We're about to put you on the
name
no-fly
of
list.
No fly list. That's funny. So I was in Twitter is my favorite online app or whatever, and I was on Twitter and I saw this girl.
Jacksland.
Yeah, Jack. And
Jack alone.
I'm just saying hello.
You know our shows on Twitter Live.
Love Struck.
Is he partnered?
I'm greeting him.
Love Struck.
Tongue.
No.
Oh my gosh, this is too much.
Let's keep it.
No, she sat on her phone, guys.
Let's keep it classy.
And she bounced gently. Oh my gosh, sorry. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Horny one. Every time.
I do apologize.
Look at her.
Just
like somebody's dirty secretary. Look at nonsense. If you go to your husband's office and he's the secretary looking like this, wouldn't you be afraid? I mean,
I'll be like, please wait to reception. He'll see you now. No, I'll never do that.
Anyway, so this babe, she said, I was looking a little cute yesterday, and she posted a picture. Now, the angle that she put the picture, you could see like side boob. And she posted her picture, and lots of guys, why men? Anyway, lots of guys were like, oh, your boobs have fallen, slippers boobs, one thing, this, that, and the other. They were just really, but what I liked was that she was clearing them as they were saying rubbish. She was replying them. My favorite clap back was this guy said, oh, 21 gun salute for our fallen heroes. And this is what this girl had to say. 21 gun salute to your moms too. She went and looked for a picture of this guy's parents. And she said 21 gun salute to your moms too. Because if that bra is taken off, they will be at knee level. These are your parents, yeah? Do they know that their son is here insulting women on Twitter? I loved it. I love the energy. Because
my kind of girl.
You cannot be coming and be... She posted her picture of JJ on her own timeline. If you don't like the way her breast is sitting, look away, block her, mute her, so you never have to see her on social media again.
Just unfollow.
But you had to come and show your stupidity, and then now type out a whole thing about fallen heroes, and now they've insulted your poor mother who is sitting in her home by herself. The guy now say, she's fighting. Don't, nigga, she took you out.
I like that. Yeah, she's my kind of girl. She brought a nuclear bomb to an argument. And no, sometimes that needs to happen because I don't like how he literally just focused on that.
It's ridiculous. It was horrible. Like the other time years ago when I posted my picture on my page, my picture, and one guy came and wrote, "You were washed." I said, "Your mama wo." And people are not like, "Oh, why would you put his mother into it?" I was like, well, if you come here on my page on Instagram and say nonsense, I just felt like, you know what, I'm gonna insult you, I'm gonna insult your mommy, and next time I'll insult your lineage. Don't fuck with me. Yeah.
This is actually how I know I've grown.
Why?
Because so many times I've obviously people come to my page, they say whatever and everything, but I'm just proud of myself because so many times I've typed out, and that's why your mom's a hoe, but I've never I don't think I've ever sent it. So for me, that is growth.
I mean, it is growth because
I don't even type that out anymore. Now I just ignore.
No, but it's growth. It's growth. You know, because before I would have probably tried to look for you in person to beat your ass.
Baby, you're a mother now. You can't say stuff like that.
I can beat your ass still. But still, I'm just saying. But so it's baby steps.
Baby in hand.
But I just feel like, and it's not every time, obviously, that one says something that you reply. I don't do that because if you're in this business, you know how often people in the public eye get all sorts of insults, unwarranted from strangers. You're just minding your business, posting your thing, posting your picture, and somebody just comes and decides to say rubbish. And
let me ask you this: do you still get bothered by that?
No, but sometimes I don't get bothered. But sometimes once in a while, it's good to just be like, just give them back. Not because you're bothered, but it's just like, you know what, you're not gonna get away with this today.
Honestly,
bitch.
I think because for me, I think I went through sort of like at the beginning of my career into like halfway, into my career, I got like a lot. I got like a lot of like bullying and everything. I was, cyberbullied a lot. And I just got to the stage where I was like, okay, either I'm going to have to like leave this industry if it bothers me so bad, or I'm just going to, ignore it. So now I'm just surprised a lot of these things don't faze me. I just unsee them. Yeah. The only thing now, I've said that, and I said I'm trying to be good with God. The only thing that will get me to come to your freaking door and pour acid or do something crazy to you, don't talk about my children. Don't talk about my children.
That's fair. And this whole thing I was talking was even years ago. It got to be like 5-6 years ago. But I just feel like a lot of people right now, just block. And that's why I like the feature that Instagram introduced, where you block someone and then you block whatever accounts that are linked to their account. Yeah. So all people who, because you need a phone or something, a phone number. So that's what they do is they go open like a burner account. So it still links to that one account. So once you block this idiot, you blocked all their other idiot accounts as well.
Sometimes I forget to block. I honestly I really, really, truly believe that if I don't know you personally and you have the energy to come and insult it, I don't think there's something very, very wrong with you. And it's not like you're a bad person. I really feel that somebody that can do that is mentally unstable. If you now go to different places and you're trying to insult someone, not even just me, anyone, if you literally take enough time out of your day to do that, I don't think you're stable. So therefore I can't really be, I can't really, do you understand? If I'm not sleeping with your dad, if I haven't taken money from your family, if I was sleeping with your dad, by all means.
You're adults.
Yeah. So I just really feel that, people like that are kind of mentally unstable, and I can't be mad at a mentally unstable person.
At the same time, I don't want, so I curate my timeline so I don't I don't want to see idiots, I don't want to see flies, I don't want to see vermin. So I block. You know, just block.
I call them cockroaches.
And I don't have any problem with, see, before you even say, hey, I've blocked you so that I don't see your nonsense. And even when you are moving mad on somebody else's, I've said this thing before. Like maybe I go to your page and there's somebody saying rubbish. I block that person so that they can't come to my page.
And anticipate
and say nonsense. So preemptive blocking. So that's what some people, when they say, but I never said anything about this person before.
You said something stupid a few years ago.
I saw something stupid that you said. And so I don't want you to bring your stupidity to my page. So yeah, it is what it is. On that note, we say thank you so much to all the wonderful people who have watched us.
Thank you.
If you've liked our page, thank you. If you've subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, please do if you'd like to see us twerk. I'm joking.
See, so Gbemi's saying this now.
I'm joking. No.
Gbemi's saying this now. When it comes to talking, Gbemi's not going to do it. The twerking will be left to me. So, you know.
Just because I have big bum bum does not mean. Anyway, I want to say a big shout out to our friends at Bar Nomadic. Shout out to you.
I
for
like
the
this.
drinks.
This one is I don't know what it's called. It's like an orange one, but it's very nice. It's one of those dangerous ones that doesn't taste like it has alcohol. So I've literally almost finished it.
My favorite is the Cardi B's. There's a drink called Cardi B's. I recommend that one. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing. Share this with your friends as well.
Please do, and you're welcome, because this episode was kind of clean. Relatively.
This episode?
98%.
Yes. 98%, yeah, I think we did good. Yeah. So you're welcome.
You're offending anybody. You're offending everybody.
Even if you stand
I don't think
still,
we-
if you stand still and just mind your business, you're offending people. So
Something like, why is she standing like that?
I was gonna curse, but
why is she breathing like that?
Since we're trying to keep it clean.
You know, yeah. We're gonna anyways, have a fantastic week. Make sure you share this with your friends, and I don't know, what should our exit thingy be? Bye, have a great one.
Peace.
Peace.
What is that?
Gang signs.
Tools, what the hell? Don't get us in trouble.
What the hell did you